Welcome back, my lovely gems. Thank you for watching. Today we're going to do another eyeshadow tutorial on a 10 Beauty. This is one of my older palette makeups as well. And this is in the shade of the palette. It's called Spring Blossom. I think we already passed the spring, but we're going to test this one out. Whether I should toss it, trash it, or stash it. So as you can see, we got all these 6 shades here. This is a 6 Topple Tap palette as well. So we're going to go ahead and start with the crease. And I normally use my Avon crease brush. So we're going to go ahead and use my Avon crease brush. You go ahead and use this shade here for the crease. This is more like a, I don't know if it's a warm or a cool tone brown. Oh, let's try it out. See if there's any kind of pigment that will come out of this shade. So far I'm seeing a very light tint, very light pigment. I'm not seeing a dark pigment. I'm just going to build up the color until it becomes darker. Maybe that's just the way the color is, so I'm not going to judge it by that. I'm just going to continue to play with the palette and see what my thoughts are after the overall look. These look like these are like more neutral tones. They don't look warm or cold. They kind of like look like in the middle, like a more neutral tone. Look at that, that looks so beautiful. I do love this tone of brown. Complements my skin tone. It definitely does. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and use my e.l.f. blending brush. I'm going to go above the crease with that. I'm going to use this brown one here at the bottom. This one does look like a more cooler brown. So I'm going to splash that on there and kind of make things a little cool on my above the crease. And like I said, I have to build the color. I have to build up the color on this one too. It's looking good. So far I'm liking the color, I'm liking the palette. I'm not sure if it's me, but it looks like, feels like the color is a little stuck. We're going to do some swatches on my arm just to see if I want to keep this palette or not. Because I am getting color out of it, so maybe it's just me. Feeling like I'm not getting, thinking this palette's a little stiff. Now we're going to go ahead and go with the lid with this shade here. I'm not sure why they threw in this lavender lilac looking shade here. I'm not sure why they threw that in there, but you know, that's fine. We can use that as a topper. But we're going to go ahead and do the lid with this more peanut buttery color here. Using my crease brush from Lynette Lepore. And I'm just going to go all over the lid with that. Well, I like the way that's turning out, and this is turning out pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and do the outer corner. I'm not using my e.l.f. blending brush. And I'm going to go in with the top shade here. This does look more like a spicy brown, more like it has some plum undertones. Go brown with plum undertones in it. Use that on the outer corner, the whole outer corner V. Overall, I think this eyeshadow look is looking really pretty. What do you guys think? Yeah, it's turning out really pretty. Complements my skin tone. Yeah, I like it a lot. So we're gonna use this as my lid topper. Using my C eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna grab some of that color. Put it on top of my lid. Just slightly like in the corner area. Just the lid. Halfway. From the inner corner towards the center of my lid. Just there, nowhere else. Wow, look at that. You can see it lightened up a little. I can see both shades on camera. Okay, so the last shade we're going to use, which is of course the very fair shade. It's like a ebony or like a ivory color here. It's not a true white. It looks like an eggshell white. That's what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and use our Avon dual-ended brush with the fluffy side. Go into that eggshell white here. Do the inner corner. Ew. Ooh. Okay, and just there. I'm not going to go up like I normally do. I think this look looks fine the way it is. I'm gonna put some on my eyebrow bone, and just in this area here, not underneath my eyebrow, but just on my eyebrow bone. There's no need to round it. I kind of noticed that I was rounding it off, but I really like when it was winged out. Try this part. It wasn't meant to round it out. It's meant to just let the look winged out. Well, there you have it. You see this side here? That looks like it's more winged out, and this side looks more rounded. I can fix that. I'm going to do the crease again. I think just by doing the crease shade again, I think that'll make it look winged out. Going in there with the crease color and just winging it out, winging it out. Yeah, just simply fixing mistakes like that is really nice. Really good to know little tips like that, just to fix the little mistakes you make, and you're like, okay, that's not what I want it to look like. You know, there's no need to worry. You just gotta find a technique to fix that. So I'm gonna go ahead back into the outer corner shade, which is that brown with the plum undertone, and just go ahead and use that in the outer corners, the outer V of your eye. To kind of fix that little area we did rounding off the eyebrow. And now we're going to go back in there again with the eyebrow bone and just wing it out. Wing it out. Don't round it off. Just see how I'm getting some shade, this is what you want. You want shade just winged out like that. Even though if it goes past the line, you just wipe it off. But as long as you get that winged out effect, that's all you need. That's all you need to do. Yeah. Okay, so so this is the overall look on the eyeshadow. Get up closer so you can see the end result. Okay, so there you have it. And in case you're wondering what lipstick I'm wearing my Avon tester. This is a different tester here. This one doesn't say that it may contain carmine. It's a different collection from the lipsticks. This is called a Sparkling Mauve. I'm not sure if you can see that on camera. I'm trying my hardest to let the camera focus in on the name. I don't think you'll be able to catch that on camera. It's so little, and the wording does look really blurry. You can see it from here. I don't see it. I don't think it's focused there. I think I can barely see it here. You can see sparkling and then mauve here at the bottom. But that's the closest I can do. That's the closest the camera can focus on the shade of the lip color. So thank you, Gems, for watching and I'll see you in my next video very, very soon. Very short. Very, very soon. Love you. Bye.